Everybody, welcome to our first Commissary Conversation of the work week. That's because I had Monday off. My Tuesday guest is none other than Little League umpire Christopher Rutz, who has been bestowed a mighty big honor, which we're going to get to. Mike Milburn is working the camera. Mike, shake it a little bit. It is 5:25. Mr. Rutz will join us on the rail, on the sports rail, 5:45 sharp, and we'll talk for about 8 minutes about him going. You know, we're always worried about what Little League team is going to make it to Williamsport because we always seem to have a team or two in the hunt. We already know at least one San Diegan is going to be there.
Yes, sir.
You are going to be officiating. You're one of 16 who have been bestowed this honor. How'd that come to be?
That came to be. I've been umpiring for 20 years now, and I've put a lot of time, a lot of effort into this, and it's just an experience that I am humbled by this opportunity to work with some of the best umpires in the world.
And so who made the call? I mean, is this a lottery system, or did someone say, "Hey, this guy is really good"?
Well, part of that's true. I've umpired for 20 years. I've had some of the best training around. Worked with some of the best umpires, and
who recognized your ability?
Well, first off, I first became eligible in 2008, and actually I take that back, 2009, and after that, my district administrator submitted me for a recommendation for this tournament every year. This year, my regional director and regional umpire consultant both
went to bat for you?
Went to bat for me, and I received a selection from Little League International.
So one of 16 guys are going. That means you're going to work a ton of games.
Yes, sir.
But it's kind of a double-edged sword because you could only work the big game if our West team is not playing because you don't want the illusion of favoritism.
This is correct, yes.
So your chance at making the network game on Sunday is predicated on all our local teams not being there.
And that's true, but you know what? I'm okay with that. I understand Little League's position on this. They don't want any conflict of interest, so I'm completely fine with that. I'm hoping that I have the best tournament possible, and if my team from the West happens to be in the final game, congratulations to the team.
Yeah.
It's ultimately about the kids.
I suspect you would be okay with missing the big game if one of our
absolutely.
I suspect I know that to be true because no one does what you do without loving the kids.
Absolutely.
Because Lord knows you're not getting rich, right?
Exactly. I'm not getting paid at all. This is a volunteer organization.
So I assume they pick up your transportation costs?
No, actually, I'm taking care of myself. I've got to.
So you have to get there.
I've got to get myself out there myself.
Wow.
And I'm actually taking my mom out. My mom's disabled, so we're driving cross country. We're going to make the trip together. So I've got to get ourselves out there.
Very cool. She's going to be so proud.
Oh yeah, she's extremely excited.
Now, does anything change from because a lot of these games are on TV? Is there any rules adjustments that you have to get used to between?
No, I just go out there and umpire my baseball game. I got to worry about the timing aspect of it. Because everything's controlled by ESPN and or ABC.
Right.
But the game itself, I just officiate my game. I do what I've done for 20 years, and go with what the experience, the training, the education, and the knowledge that I've gotten over that time frame is going to get me through the process.
Being an umpire is a lot like being an offensive lineman. Right?
Yes.
I mean, the better you do, the less people know you.
Exactly.
I mean, people only know your name if you mess up.
Exactly.
So is there a pressure? The kids lie awake at night dreaming of hitting the walk-off home run to win the game. What does an umpire lie awake at night dreaming of?
You know what? You hit the nail on the head. The first thing that we dream about is we want to make it an enjoyable experience for the kids. That's ultimately what it's about. But what you hit the nail on the head on is we want to walk on that field and walk off as a team, and nobody knew who we were. And be invisible. We want to be invisible out there because we don't want the game to be centered around the umpires or any call we may or may not have made.
My experience with Little League over the years now, because we do a lot of it, I don't know if you're aware.
Oh yes, I'm truly aware.
So we have cameras out at a bunch of games every night, and dating back to when I played Little League, it seems like fan behavior and coach misconduct has been on the increase. Now, it's become a big issue.
Yes.
Are you noticing is it on the decrease?
No, you know what? I still see it's becoming a big issue because we in Southern California, specifically San Diego, we see a lot of teams going that next level to the regional and or World Series level. So the parents want to get their kids to that level. And unfortunately, what we all need to realize is this is a game. This is a game for the kids. And Little League is not a baseball program. Little League is a leadership development program. And what we do is we use the tool of Little League Baseball to have our children become better citizens later in life by teaching them, you know.
So when mom and dad have to be peeled off the fence by the local constable, that kind of works in cross purposes of what you're trying to teach, does it not?
It is. You know, we ultimately we want the kids to have fun, and if the kids are getting yelled at by their parents, you know, the parents aren't having fun in those situations. The kids aren't having fun. I mean, I've seen times where the kids are crying, and you know we don't want that on the ball field.
So how many ugly incidents in your career have you witnessed?
I've witnessed a few, and you know there are instances that I'd rather forget, because that's not what Little League's about. I enjoy seeing the kids with the walk-off home runs, but you know, unfortunately, there are those few moments where the parents can be a little aggressive, and you know, I can pinpoint a couple in my 20 years.
And I mean, what do? You just, you know, first of all, excuse me, Christopher, this is driving me nuts with this monitor behind you, go flicking on and off. I'm sorry.
It's okay.
But all right. You know, I'm also the stage manager. All right, so let's talk a little bit about, you got to have a good strike three. Come on.
Yeah.
Warm up for me. Give me a good strike three call.
Now, I have to get in the mood. Do you want me to stand up in the middle here? Is
yeah,
that okay?
yeah, stand up. We're going to shut the door. So we won't
Okay, yeah, because I can be pretty loud.
Okay, hang on a second. Mike. Hang on a second. Hang on. Keep rolling. I just don't want to disturb the newscast.
Yeah, we don't want to do that.
Okay, just give me a 10-second blast. Give me a good strike three.
Okay, so I'm in my set position.
Yeah.
I'm down.
Okay.
That's my strike three.
All right, there you go. No, the news director will be rolling in here.
Imagine that, Mike, on ESPN.
Yes, so we'll do that on air. All right, so we are going to have a lot of fun at 5:45. Hope you tune in. You know, I'm always telling people that San Diego's a baseball hotbed. Everyone, you know, because we do the big football show, everyone thinks, oh, it's football. And we have our guys and gals successful at the basketball level, but it's baseball where our bread is really buttered.
Absolutely.
How much is we have some high-end Little League programs, do we not?
We do. We have some great programs. I mean, the first league that I umpired in North County at District 70 was Oceanside American. They went to the World Series in 2001. 2004, Rancho Buena Vista went. And then over the last 6, 7, 8 years, we've had 3 teams go from Chula Vista, I think 2 of which won the actual championship. So San Diego County has a huge Little League influence, and there's a lot of talent here, a lot of powerhouse.
You know, and we were talking, I thought, Christopher, you do a really good job, we'll invite you back, but that's not the case. This is one and done, right?
This is one and done. This is one and done. You know, it's been a lifelong dream of mine to go. I've finally gotten the opportunity, and I'm going to make it the best experience for not only myself, but for the kids as well.
So I hope that when you're there, we can keep your phone number, we can do some live phone interviews.
Sure.
And you can write it off in as a business expense.
There you go.
All right.
You got it.
All right, so for 5:45, Christopher Rutz and I will be going out. Christopher, for those who don't know, you were in the Navy for how many years?
I was in the Navy for 6 years active, 2 reserve.
And what did you do in the Navy?
I was a dental technician.
So you served your country for 6 years, and so military training, I suppose dealing with abuse is something you're old hat at, right?
Yeah, you know what, I am, and you know what, I think kind of military training helps me with this. You know, it's I'm very
make decisions.
Make decisions. I have to live with my decisions, and I enjoy that.
Sometimes a bad decision is better than no decision.
Exactly.
Right? All right. So ends our sermon on the mount here at the commissary. We will now head for the studio. Hope you follow us. 5:45. My name's Rudy. His name is Rutz. This transmission ends in 3, 2, 1.